Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, good morning all of you. This is Ashima and in this video we'll be talking about everyday news events or the daily current affairs. The discussion is going to involve news events which we are going to talk about in detail so that it is helpful for all exam aspirants. So it is going to helpful for any exam aspirant, whichever exam you are preparing for. Also, for those who are preparing for examination and want questions alongside, for them we have everyday quiz which happens on Entry app. This is a live quiz that happens, a 15-minute quiz which is not going to take much of your time. Just you need to download Entry app, do the initial registration process of mobile number and stuff, and then it's completely free quiz and it's a very short quiz so that it is helpful for your everyday keeping in touch of current affairs, right? So do check that out, and the link for that app is available on the comment section below and the description link. All right, now we are going to begin with the discussion of the news events, the first being HSN code. Now first of all, what is HSN stand for? HSN is Harmonized System of Nomenclature Code, and this code is usually put over by businesses when filing their returns. Now, business with a turnover of more than 5 crore, they will have to furnish 6-digit HSN or SAC code, that is System of Harmonized System of Nomenclature Code or Service Accounting Code. Whereas for businesses with a turnover of up to 5 crore, that is from 0 to 5 crore, they will be required to furnish 4-digit HSN code in all of their invoices. This is a new change that has been brought together by Ministry of Finance, or Ministry of Finance has announced it. Right? So you can remember it as 456. So 5 crore is the limit, of which 4-digit code is required if it is less than 5 crore, and if turnover is more than 5 crore, then 6-digit HSN code is required as per the recent update. Right? Earlier it used to be 256, now it is 254, and now it is 456. Next is My NEP 2020 platform. Now, this has been launched by Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank. My NEP 2020 platform is of National Council of Teacher Education web portal. So NCTE has launched a web portal inviting all the suggestions or memberships that are there for development of NPST or National Professional Standard for Teachers and NMM or National Mission for Mentoring Program membership. So this portal has been designed for bringing in more inputs and suggestions. This portal is going to was opened on 1st of April 2021, and it is going to be remaining open for 15 days. So it will be open till 15th of April 2021. And what is this NPST and NMM? These are the two major recommendations which were made under the new Education Policy 2020. So as per the implementation of new education policy, these two programs also need to be worked on, because when you are upgrading your education system, you also need to upgrade the teachers associated with it, right? So for that purpose, these two programs were announced. Now, all these suggestions are going to be considered in the draft for public review, or whatever draft is going to be created for implementation. Right? Next is Mizoram Health System Strengthening Project. Now, this project is going to be funded by World Bank. So, World Bank board has recently approved this project, and this project is going to be worth US dollar 32 million. So World Bank has approved this project as of now. And what is the name of the project? The exact title of the project is Mizoram Health System Strengthening Project, and the project is going to help strengthen the management capacity and quality of health service in the state. Now, recently we have seen that Japan had funded Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Japan had funded Andaman and Nicobar recently, and that was for electricity supply, or bringing more electric supply variant in Andaman and Nicobar. And World Bank is funding for Mizoram 32 million US dollars. Now, project is to strengthen the management capacity and the quality of health service of the state, and ensure 100% delivery of quality health services to the community. Next is ACI Worldwide Report on Prime Time for Real Time, and this report was in partnership with Global Data and has been released. And this report title is Prime Time Real Time 2021. In this, India has topped with 25.5 billion transactions with most real-time digital payments of 2020. So in 2020, maximum digital payments and maximum real-time digital payments were carried out in India. The total digital payments were 25.5 billion. Out of it, 71% of all these transactions were via UPI or real-time payment. Now, as per the report, by 2025, India's digital transactions will cost 71.7% of all the transactions. Out of all the transactions carried out in India, 71.7% will be carried out by uh, digital mode in India by 2025, seeing the progress that COVID-19 has carried out. Now, the transactions are going to be through cash or checks and everything. Those are accounting only 28%. If we take global into account, the total number of digital transactions was 70.3 billion. So out of 70.3 billion, 25.5 billion were done in India. Increase on global scale has been 41%. Following India, the second in line was China and third in line was South Korea in terms of number of digital payments that were done across the world. Then we have AIM Prime. Now, Atal Innovation Mission AIM, which is a part of Niti Aayog, has launched AIM Prime. What does Prime stand for? It is program for researchers on innovation, market readiness, and entrepreneurship. This AIM Prime is going to be funded or being supported by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. What is the purpose of this project? This project has been started to support and promote the science-based research and techs and startups and ventures in India. Right. So, who is going to implement it? Implementing agencies, Venture Center. Venture Center is the implementing agency of AIM Prime. It is going to have tech developers and incubation managers, which will be given training on deep technology entrepreneurship for a year long under this AIM Prime guidance. Now, the training and guidance is going to be in three categories. The three categories being first, the startup leadership team, second, faculty entrepreneurs for all the applied researchers, and third is incubation managers for CEOs and senior management, which is going to be managed again by AIM. Now, who is the mission director of AIM? Mission director of AIM is Ramanan Ramanathan. Ramanathan is the mission director of AIM Atal Innovation Mission. Next, a few one-liners. Rajasthan's RRECL, Rajasthan Renewable Energy Corporation Limited, has set up India's first farm-based solar power project. This project has been set up under PM Kusum scheme at Jaipur, Rajasthan, and Kotputli, Jaipur, Rajasthan, with a capacity of 1 megawatt. So, India's first farm-based solar power project has been set up in Rajasthan, India's largest floating solar power plant. Floating in India's largest has been set up in Telangana. And if we talk about in the world's largest, which is being developed by India, the world's largest is going to be developed in Madhya Pradesh or MP. Next, 4th of April, UN International Day for Mine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action. And theme for 2021 for mine awareness is Triple P, Perseverance, Partnership and Progress. TriFed or Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation Limited has tied up with mygov.in and it has launched two interesting competitions. One is Be the Brand Ambassador of Tribes India and Be a Friend of Tribes India contest. These two contests have been started for promotion of you can say tribal life, promotion of tribal culture, promotion of their tribal craft, about their lifestyle, right? Then Paytm Money has set up a new R&D research and development center facility, and this has been set up in Pune, Maharashtra. Here you also need to know about Paytm. So if we talk about Paytm, what all things you need to know? First of all is the headquarters, definitely. So headquarters of Paytm are in Noida. Second of all is founder, that is Vijay Shekhar. Right. Next, GE Power India has signed a contract for maintenance with Reliance Bangladesh LNG and Power Limited for upcoming 712 megawatt of combined power plant. Where is this plant going to be set up? At Meghnad Narayanganj, Bangladesh. DRDO and Kanpur-based Defense Materials and Store Research and Development Establishment, or DMSRDE and DRDO, have developed a lightweight bulletproof jacket. This jacket weighs approximately 9 kilograms and fulfills the qualitative standards of Indian Army. Now you're saying 9 kilograms is already very heavy. No. The earlier bulletproof jacket was about 10.5 kilograms. So reducing 1.5 kilograms, this is comparatively lighter. So it's a lightweight bulletproof jacket. With this, we wind up the segment for today. It's been wonderful interacting with all of you, and I hope this session has been helpful. Do like the video and share the video as much as you can. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful day ahead.